Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're going to be building a small cottage in an enchanted forest. Although, is it really going to be a forest? Maybe it's just going to be a small number of trees. I mean, this lot is quite small, but I think it should be large enough. I don't think we're going for anything too big. I think we could go for some kind of second story. I don't know, it looks a little bit pompous. I don't know why I think that. Maybe we could add a little overhanging balcony at the back. The question is how we're going to make it feel enchanted. We could have a staircase leading up to the back balcony rather than having a staircase inside. That could be quite fun, because then maybe if you were invited into this Sim's house from the front of the house, you wouldn't know how to get upstairs, so you might think that it's just an old attic with some old boxes and nothing really up there, but actually it's a whole other part of the house. Because here this staircase is kind of tucked behind this wall, so you wouldn't be able to see it from the front of the house. I don't know if we want to make things quite dark and creepy, or if that's a bit too far. Maybe it's not a very friendly looking house, but I suppose it depends if you want to appear friendly to your neighbors. Maybe you don't want random passers-by knocking at the door. The thing is, it's not really coming together. I can't decide what style we're going for. I feel like I don't want to make it too creepy, but I think it should still be a little bit mysterious. Do you know what I mean? Okay, well, with these colors, we've kind of toned down the creepiness a little bit, but we've kept some of the kind of black and gray, but also it makes it a little bit brighter without being super bright. I don't know if that just makes it dull. Although I do feel like maybe there's a bit of a risk of things becoming a bit too orange. It could be okay to leave the inside walls and floors for now and just place some objects, and then we can change everything later. I mean, I think this is gonna be a kitchen and dining area, but we could put a living area in here maybe as well. I was thinking this would probably be the bedroom, but we've got the upstairs, so it makes sense to have the bedroom up here. Then this could be the living area. We could have the dining table out here in this little space here, but we could put it under this window and then you can look out while you're eating. It's going to be a little bit tight around here, but we might be able to do something about that. I guess there is enough space to have this as a bedroom, but then I feel like maybe we're going to change where this wall is slightly. Let's try putting these upstairs as well and seeing how we feel about that. Because I think if I delete the wall there and then we move it more like that, then this entrance area is a little bit more spacious. I don't know if that's made this room a bit small. I don't think so. I think if we just put a couch in here, and then maybe some magical objects. We need a couple of end tables and maybe a spell book. Although maybe we should keep magical objects more upstairs. We'll see. I don't know if a TV really suits the vibe. I think an enchanted magical sim would have more to do than just watch TV. But also, why not? Not everybody wants to be a stereotype. I'm looking at the whole house now. I don't know if it's really enchanted enough. I think I might have gone more in kind of like a cozy direction. I think this room feels a bit more magical maybe. Maybe we could just make the outside feel a bit more enchanted. I think we should have just stepping stones going around to the back of the house, not an actual path. If we don't want to draw attention to it, maybe, if that's kind of the secret entrance to the upstairs. Although, of course, you can just walk through the house and out to the back that way. Maybe a few beanstalks would make things feel a bit more enchanted. Almost like there is some kind of magic at work here. I think we should have a little pond somewhere. Maybe just at the back of the lot. Nothing too big. Okay, well, I've gone ahead and done a little bit of landscaping. We've got a few different areas to explore out in the enchanted forest. There's a little fountain area over here. And then on this side, we've got a little pond area. And then over here, we have a wishing well. I feel like the forest is still quite dense, even though we're on quite a small lot. It still feels quite foresty because there's just a lot of trees in close proximity. I also added a little bench outside here. And we've got a 1 charger on the balcony. This upstairs room is still fairly spacious, and you don't really need the computer, I just thought it's quite useful to have. So there's definitely more space to play with, I guess. I think as far as a cottage in an enchanted forest goes, it could be more enchanted, but I still think it feels quite magical. But maybe, as I was thinking before, the house has ended up a bit more cozy than super magical, but I think that's okay. This room has turned out really dark, even though there's a big window there and a door, but I think I'm gonna leave it. Usually I try to make sure there's the maximum amount of light in every room so the house feels bright and spacious, but I think it kind of works with this room being kind of dark, not dingy, but kind of like very private somehow, a bit more closed off maybe. I will leave the link for this house in the description if you want to download it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.